Hey everybody, and welcome to Stock Abilities. Today I'm going to be reviewing different Discord channels in particular, and this one will be about Xtrades. Now keep in mind, this is not my opinion, this is based on fact throughout the internet that I've dug up. Now I don't really have any input directly, whether this is scam or legitimate, that's your decision to make. I just wanted to get that out of the way. And we're going to start this video right here. Now this is just Googling Xtrades. Xtrades itself seems to be a branded name associated with Xtrade. They don't seem to be the same company. They could be, but I didn't find any interconnecting evidence. So right there is already a red flag before you even go into the Discord trading channel, is that it appears they're using maybe a trademark name from somebody else. I can't really verify that, whether or not that is true. We're going to go on to the next part here. They only charge $38 a month, and there's a lot of trading channels that charge money up and down, but I'm going to get why that's could be a bad idea based on the toxicity that I've received just from talking to a few of the moderators and people in the room. Just before we get to that, though, I've been searching around, and when I first searched Xtrades on StockTwits, for example, I found a apparently banned account that was made in June 7th. So this is a very recently banned account, so something they're doing isn't quite right. I don't know quite what's going on there, or whether they just abandoned the StockTwits altogether channel. But we'll go into that a little bit more. For now, this is enhanced investor here. Now this is very interesting here. When you click into this, it redirects you right back to Xtrade. So they've ran a previous website, Enhanced Investors, that was kind of, I guess, shut down. It kind of disappeared, and people moved to Xtrades. They say it's rebranding, but it was very unclear. I'll go into more details in another review about Enhanced Investors maybe later on, but this just redirects to Xtrade, so they are clearly associated with one another. And a review of Xtrades, aka Enhanced Investor. This is the first one that comes up on Google. It's not my review. This is just what they're saying, that appears multiple occurrences of fraud were easily uncovered. Owner of company making massive claims of success, but can provide nothing to provide trading successes. And he's actively attempting to convince people to allow him to trade their brokerage accounts. There's other reviews you guys can check out. This is from back in 2016, so this is apparently an ongoing thing. And I'll go into more details with that throughout the video. This is just another thing that I came across here recently, and it's basically they're running some kind of spam bots through StockTwits for Xtrades. I don't know what that's about, but they are associated, and they link right back to Xtrades. Now, this is courtesy of Ace of Trades. He was very helpful in providing this information for me. As he claimed, he received payment from something called Supernova Alerts. But if you scroll down a little bit, it's thanks for being one of the most active Xtrades users for this channel, and he received money for that. He claims it was for activity in the chat. It seems a little fishy. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it's a verified PayPal notification. Resources Ace of Trades, if you're familiar with him, he's not a very reliable person to trust in, but the screenshot seemed legitimate enough to trace it back for Supernova Alerts, so we're going to go into that one here. Supernova Alerts on StockTwits, it appears to be an active account, a post as of just yesterday, I believe it was. And going a little bit further, this one says Michigan now, so keep that in mind. Now, their trading platform pricing is pretty much exactly the same as Xtrades. It appears they're running two chats simultaneously, one for $38 a month and one for $39 a month, and they appear to be offering the same information, daily and weekly picks, etc. Now, this was a screenshot when I was partaking in the chat room First question I asked the individual was that how liquid is a GoPro alert he had mentioned. And this was pretty much his response, that the individual is a troll. He's been in this chat talking about option trading is a losing venture. They try to misdirect and harass individuals. They harassed me. This was my experience. And as you can see here, when I inquired about the GoPro trade, he said, I'll make it simple for you to understand. He compared Ulta options to GoPro options, and these are two different levels of market caps, the logic of which didn't make a lot of sense. I was asking, inquiring. Troll comments came. This was what I received. When I asked about this, when I got muted for no apparent reason, I was talking about the GoPro alerts. I mentioned that he antagonized me when I questioned him about the liquidity. And then you can read here, he directly says, there's no volume on the floor, but as soon as it hits, tons of people were dumping on volume. So he's making false claims because this was not true. The volume was very illiquid. As you can see here, this is the one he was promoting on Friday. A friend shared this to me. Not this particularly, but that he owned 15 contracts of the volume. He was pumping this as a great alert. He was pumping this as, a very popular ticker to buy. He was still pumping it as of that day. It appears he sold most of his contracts to one of the victims on Xtrades. I don't know. I can't really verify that, but he had 15 volume and there was 18 volume traded for the day. And the open interest seems a little bit higher, but not very much. So the only liquidity that was done all day was through this individual for these particular contracts. It seemed just a little bit suspicious. So it's up 90%, but there's really no volume to sell into. It's kind of an illiquid contract. It's something that you shouldn't be telling traders to even get into. He referred to it as a lotto at one point, and then he kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. The reality is that trading these kind of contracts with this kind of a liquidity is not a good idea, even as a lotto, because there isn't any really real volume tied to it. It isn't like trading SPY contracts out of the money or things like that have tons and tons of volume and you're never going to really get trapped. In these you're more likely to get trapped into expiration, even if you're up in green, because there's going to be no one to sell to, no one's going to be buying it because no one's there. Now this is the mod continuation here, and I brought up the vulgarities thing and this is how you treat users and so and so, and these are the responses I got. As you can read here, I'm not going to say them out loud because they're very vulgar, and he repeated it again as an attempt to maybe entice anger out of me as an individual. I'm not sure what this was about. All I brought up was that the person's technical analysis didn't really make a lot of sense. And then his last comment was bye bye dummy, and then I was blocked from him and banned from the chat. Going a little bit more details here. There's two associated names with this company and the other 2 or 3 companies that they seem to be bouncing around from. The one person's name is Kevin Wan, and the other one's name is Forrest Knight. These all stem from basically the same business as I showed earlier. The interesting thing about this is this one is associated in California, whereas in the other page it said it was associated in Michigan. So that's another red flag, at least for me. I don't know if that's something you guys would be considered in trading based on just that alone, that they apparently are from 2 different states. They didn't really make sense when I was searching as to why they're in 2 different states. And that's up to you guys to make a determination on that. And that about sums up the video for Xtrades. If you like more videos like this, if you want to see more reviews, check out the links below. Check out the link below to the Discord. I have a Patreon as well if you want to contribute to that. And I'll be doing other reviews, so if you have some input on some other stock, no matter stock trading, chat, whatever, just let me know in the comments below and I'll try to do a review on it. Thank you for listening in and have a nice day. I appreciate your time and hope this review was helpful for you. I'm not making any claims about this website, this Discord, or anything like that. This is just the information that I pulled up off the internet. This is what other people were saying. This is the responses when I inquired to the moderators. I've tried to contact other admins of the website. They apparently appear to be ignoring me for whatever the reason, so I'm not sure what's going on about that. I might do a follow-up review if I ever get input from them, but based on the multiple red flags I found, I wouldn't recommend this Discord server Xtrades. It's just too many red flags for me. Thanks for listening in. See you later.